I do look like an angel is coming down, though, don't I? I don't know how to get rid of it.
She'll be alright.
It's my halo.
I see your halo, halo, halo.
Hey Eurovoxers, Andy, Elliot and Clara here. And wow, what a World Cup we have had so far. The big guns have been knocked out. Spain, Portugal, Brazil, where are they? But we are left with France and Croatia in the final. First of all, Elliot, we have to say well done to England because we're English. We're proud of our boys. Well done, England.
Yes.
But guys, we're doing FIFA World Cup final Eurovision style. We're taking the history of the contest with France and Croatia. We're going to pick out our glorious goals, our own goals and near misses. And we're going to predict Eurovision style who's going to win the final out of France and Croatia. Bear with us, it will all make sense. So guys, let's start with Croatia. Wow. Well done to Croatia getting through to the final. Although they knocked England out, I'm so happy actually for Croatia. Such a small population, such a great football team. But let's talk Eurovision. Now Croatia's been in the contest since '93. Elliot, let's go with you first. Let's start with your glorious goals for Croatia. Which are your favourites? Which are your standouts?
I will have to start with my ultimate Croatian standout, the song I loved from first listen and kind of think wanted to win the contest that year, which is Nina Kraljic and Lighthouse. I adore this song. It's mystic, it's dark, it has a great message behind it lyrically and a great story. She had a fantastic vocal range and it was just like the perfect impact to make coming back to the contest for Croatia. I thought she was a fantastic singer. I think she's a fantastic performer. She had a great look as well with the shaved blonde hair as everything. I just thought she was fantastic and it is my favourite Croatian entry of all time.
See, I'm actually picking that one as an own goal because I don't know what she was doing with that dress. The song was good, but I don't know, the dress ruined it for me.
No, I said nothing about what happened on stage. The song was great, but yes, the outfit did let her down.
I'm just confused when the fashion designer saw like the sleeves and decided to like sew on like these big fabrics. Like, where did that come from?
A construction site, I think.
Yeah.
did they go to Scrap Heap Challenge? Have they revived it in Croatia? British viewers will understand that comment.
And Clara, let's go to you. Glorious goal from Croatia. One of your favourites.
Oh, one of my favourite Croatian entries was 2005. I have to read this name because it's very, very hard to learn by memory. So Boris Nukovic featuring Lado members Vukovi Umiru Sami. Sorry, I just ruined Croatian for everyone. But I really love the ballad, and the guy had this look of mystery and longing. It's just like this very romantic ballad, but like dark romance or of yearning. And at that time, I was very young and I had not traveled, and I was like, oh my god, I want to visit this land that inspires such deep, dark songs. So I remember that song making a big impact on me. And another one that is my favorite is the next year, 2006, Moja stikla by Severina.
Wow, I love this one. It's one of my glorious goals as well. Love it, love it, love it. It's definitely one of my standouts.
Yeah, and the red dress, the red lipstick, everything worked out for me.
I will admit that's the only part of that song I know 12 years on. I don't think anyone else outside of Croatia knows anything else apart from that song, apart from them doing that and swirling their hands on it. But it was great. 12 years on, we're still talking about it, so...
and Africa Paprika.
Oh, everyone remembers that bit. But I mean, I'm even going to go back to the 90s for some more glorious goals for Croatia. I actually loved their 90s entries, and they were really successful in the 90s. They found their way in Eurovision pretty quickly. I'm going to pick out 95 Nostalgia with Lydia and Daniela from Magazine. Beautiful fusion of kind of pop and opera. Lydia, who I think was the opera singer, amazing vocals. I think they came, Elliot, you're better with positions, I'm sure they came 5th that year. Although you weren't probably even born, were you?
99. I was born in the 90s, thank you. I'm not that young. I just look
95?
I think it was 5th. Yeah, that's when they got a lot of their top 5s and top 10s. So that was definitely their glory years in Eurovision, let's say.
Yeah. The other one I would pick out is, I'm sure it was one of your own goals, someone, but Jacques Hudek. And that's only because it's a song that should not have worked at all. But for me, in Kiev, it worked so well. And he did all right. I think he came like 13th on the night.
Very
that's
well.
That's one of my glorious goals. And even better in the televote, I think.
This is a miss for me. Yeah, he was top 10 in the televote, I think 9th or 8th. The televote saved him in both semi-final and the final. This, for me, from the word go, was a bit of a mess. Jacques Hudek got announced, great singer, was very excited. It just feels like the entire time it should be a duet, though, and he should sing the Italian and someone else should sing the English, because his Italian is so much better. And then the staging, you had a mountain with a rainbow with sunflowers and a parka, and then he had his suit and half of it was leather, and it was just like a fever dream inside Jacques Hudek's mind for 3 minutes, and I don't know what went on.
I have to say, I have to agree with the background. I did not especially find the background amazing, though I can applaud his braveness of wanting to interpret 2 characters on stage at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, he did say the entire project was him and his team, and boy, you can see that. Because I don't know who in HRT would go, let's go with this idea, apart from Jacques Hudek.
But guys, any more own goals or missed chances for Croatia?
Yeah, I loved Laco by Feminem, but it didn't qualify, and that was very sad, because I remember downloading it on my MP3 at that point and like listening it on repeat, but then I realized that the live performance was very weak compared to the studio version, which was very sad.
I have to agree with Clara there. 2010, great song, but yeah, it just fell a bit flat, sadly, on the night.
Okay, any more own goals, missed chances, near misses?
2018 flanker for me this year, which is going to be very awkward to say because she's currently dating Verdun Chorluka, who's in the Croatian squad, who is currently going to be playing in the final on Sunday, no doubts. Yeah, it was such a shame because this song had, again, so much promise, because we got the teaser and it's about 20 seconds and it had like the undercurrent of the song, that sort of like not wailing but something, and with the music video, it looked like it could be this really right-wing, dark thing, a bit like D-Harsh, but maybe even darker. And then it just became this very anonymous ballad. And she's a great singer, and she looked stunning. We can all agree she probably looked the best in Lisbon. That dress was amazing. But the song and performance was just too anonymous on the night. And I think that's why she finished so low, which is a shame, because she really wanted to do it for years. But something was just missing on stage, which is such a shame, because it's not a bad song, Crazy, by any stretch of imagination. I just felt like it never went anywhere after the first minute. Like, after the first chorus, I wanted it to change, and it never did. And that's why. It just seemed like a great opportunity they just missed the mark on.
I completely agree on that one. And the spoken part, I just felt it did not connect. It did not connect with the audience.
I think that's another reason for Jacques Hudek and Flanker. Croatia, stop putting spoken word in your songs. It's never good. Please stop.
But there's one I want to ask your guys' opinion on, because I'm between Glorious Goal and Miss Chance with this one, but it's Celebrate. Celebrate.
I think that writes a very fine line. I think every Eurovision fan knows this song and the performance, whether you love it or hate it.
I hate it.
See, I don't know if I love it or hate it. It's 2011 was the year I fully got involved with Eurovision, and that song is part of the reason why. But at the same time, looking back, I can see it was such a train wreck and a mess. But at the same time, it's just so camp and fun, though. So, I think it's great on a night out, a Eurovision night, and it's definitely one that people remember and sing along to. It is a bit of a mess, though. So yeah, I think I have to be more negative than positive. But it's a guilty pleasure. I think it's everyone's guilty pleasure in Eurovision. It has to be.
Mine, not mine. That choice of Pink is horrible. There are many different choices of Pink, but that one in particular is really horrible. And that skirt, it's like the whole dress is ugly. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just very sad. Sorry.
I think we'll call that as a mischance, an own goal then. But guys, let's move on to France. Now France have been with us since the beginning of Eurovision, and so many great entries through the years. You know, they had a few wins in the 60s. Their last win was in 77 with Miriam. But you know, they've had some missed chances as well, and a few duds. I think, Clara, let's go to you first for your glorious goals for France, your favourites.
My glorious goals is Le Fatal Picard with L'amour à la française in 2007. That is a good use of Pink. That I should have learned. And then 2003, Monts et Merveilles from Luisa Balesh. Balesh, I think that's how you pronounce it. Because it was the first Eurovision I learned from the first song to the start song, to the first song to the last one, and yeah, it stuck with me.
Interesting choices. There's so many to choose from.
I know.
France, isn't there? Elliot, go, glorious goals for France.
Okay, we're going to go from one extreme to the other, so let's start with the more demure, classy France. Madame, Monsieur, merci. This was my winner for Eurovision 2018. I'm gonna say it. I mean, this was just so effortless and fantastic. Emily's voice is stunning. She looked amazing. So did Jean-Carl, to be fair. They both looked great in their little suits. But yeah, this just hit with such a chord and such passion. You know, I can't speak French to save my life. I don't know what they were singing about at first. But yeah, this had such a raw emotion and connection to it. And then what happened the night was a massive shame, but they just sold this song and this message so elegantly and beautifully, and it was just amazing. And then I heard the English version and I could have cried. It's one of those songs that just makes you stop what you're doing and just listen, and not many songs can do that, and that's why I love it as much as I do. On the flip side, I think we can't mention France and the World Cup without mentioning their official World Cup song, which I adore, which is Jessie Matador with Allez, Allez, Olé in 2010. I mean, that was just the most fun I think I've ever seen anyone have on the Eurovision stage. I mean, it was so French. It was stereotypically French in what they were wearing and whatnot, but it was so much fun. And you know, Eurovision is about fun. It is about just enjoying yourself, and Jessie Matador just encapsulated that perfectly in Oslo. He set that roof alight, and I can see why people thought this was going to win, because it was a fantastic performance. And then rounding it out, bit of a train wreck live, but I still love it. It's Twin Twin with Moustache. I mean, again, I love the stupid entries as much as I love the elegant ballads, and this was brilliant. I mean, I don't fully understand the concept of the song, and yeah, live his vocals went great and he really struggled. But again, it was them having fun. They enjoyed it. It got the crowd going. It was definitely a fan favourite leading up to the contest. And these sorts of songs need to stay in Eurovision, so they're the songs I think France have done the best at, because, yeah, and I just think they're really good at being able to play both sides of being elegant and just a lot of fun, which I think is very difficult to do as a nation.
Oh, I love you, Elliot, for picking Twin Twin. I love that song. And ever since that song came out, I've been trying to learn the rap for years and years, and I still can't get it. But I try my hardest. And Jesse Matador, definite glorious goal for me as well. Love it. Woo! Clara, glorious. Any more glorious goals for France?
Yes, Jesse Matador, definitely. I actually voted for him that year, though the ones I picked were more, I like them more, so that's what I chose them. Though I will definitely dance like a crazy girl to Jesse Matador's song.
We might need to get that in a video. But I'm going a bit further back. I'm going a bit further back for mine. So I'm going to go way back to '93, my first Eurovision, and Patrick Fiori, Mamma Corsica. Love that song so much. And he was such a class
I
act.
don't remember that, because here's my age. I was 2 months old when that contest got aired. I was a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm now just giving away my age. But
yeah, I was about 2 months old as well, Elliot. And 95, Nathalie Santamaria. If you don't know this one, it's Il me donne rendezvous, I say in my best French accent. And she was for 95, she was a sexy lady on a Eurovision stage, I think. And that song always makes me wanna kind of get up and dance. And then some like beautiful ballads from France as well. We've had so many over the years. But another glorious goal for me, Sandrine François. Il faut du temps. I hope I said that right. I love that song. There was something a bit Celine Dion about her, but that song really, really moved me. For me, one of the best ballads ever to be in Eurovision Song Contest. And lastly, we have to talk about Patricia Kaas.
Oh yeah.
Je veux bien tout donner, si seulement tu y crois. Mon cœur veut bien saigner, si seulement tu le vois, jusqu'à n'être plus rien.
That woman is pure class, and that song, one of my all-time favourite French entries. Love it, love it, love it. It should have done better than, I think it came 8th in Moscow, it was that year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And there was high hopes for her, and she was a huge star, especially in kind of Eastern Europe. But that song for me is like a timeless song. It's very French, and you know she was an amazing performer. So that's definitely one of my glorious goals.
I don't remember much about the song Patricia Kaas. I just remember her and what she's wearing. I remember thinking it was very sort of like French silent film, if that makes sense. It's like the very stereotypical French film sort of sound song.
Yeah.
But everyone seems to adore this entry, and I don't really, because I don't remember that much. Sorry, I know she was expected to win that year, or people wanted her to win. I know that much.
Yeah, but viewers, I'm certain there's that the song that she sung, like the instrumental, the music. There's like a name for that type of music, and I'd love to know what it's called. I'd love to find some more songs in that style. So please let us know in the comments how you would class that genre, that style of song. But guys, let's go on to the own goals and the missed chances for France. Elliot, let's go to you.
I'm going to start with what people are probably going to say is quite controversial. I'm actually going to go 2016 and Amir for this one. purely because how do I phrase this? This had all the potential in the world to win. I mean, this was the bookies' favourite for about 2 months heading into Stockholm, and then we get to the night. He walks on stage, and the performance just dies. And he was just on his own on stage. And yeah, I mean, they still got a fantastic result. Let's not knock that. France won a really downward spiral before Amir came in. But yeah, it's just this had all the potential in the world to be something fantastic and a winner and be in Paris in 2017. And the France just kind of just threw the trophy to someone else with that. And I feel like they've done that for the last few years, personally, because the last 3 years they've all been a contender until we get to the live performance, and then it's just kind of faded away.
Yeah,
so
they lose energy in live performance.
Fix the staging in 2019. Just whoever you hire for Jesse Matador, bring them back, because that worked. I remember that staging. But yeah, I'm going to start with Amir, because that just fell completely flat on the night, and it just always pains me to see that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Amir.
I don't disagree with you, because I was when I was thinking of my own goals for France, he kept popping into my head, and you guys know how much I love Amir. He's literally like, I'm in love with him, and I loved the song, and it was my winner that year until we saw it performed on stage, and I think it was such a missed chance, a missed opportunity for France that year. 6th place was a fantastic position, especially considering their recent history, but it could have been so much better. So yeah, probably one of my missed chances. But Elliot, you sounded like you had another one.
Yeah, and this is another big name who was supposed to do well, and then did terrible. 12. I do not get the appeal about Echo, You and I don't get the appeal of this song at all. It wasn't good for me on the night. It was just, but this was supposed to be a winner apparently, but it was just her on a box with some billowy fabric with some gymnasts on the stage. I mean, and the Baku stage was big enough as it is. It was hard to fill that stage, but this just felt incredibly empty and cold. And yeah, I don't know what it was. There was just something about her in that performance that just put me off. I don't know what it was, but I just didn't feel it at all, sadly. I remember the whistle tone in it, but that's about it. If anyone remembers that, also it's that little whistle at the start of the song and kind of goes through it, but that does get kind of annoying near the end. I hate myself for knowing that.
That song grew on me once Eurovision was over and I got the chance to listen to the studio version, because as you said, I didn't like the live version either, but the studio version was really good. And yeah, my own goals for France, my definite never to listen again is Virgin Prochaine with Il était temps from 2006. It was so flat, it was so empty, like it was just her, and I think there was a cello player or something like that. But yeah, no, that didn't make a good impression on me. And then keep in mind that I have a good sense of humor, but I didn't find Sebastian Taylor from 2008 funny.
Me neither.
Oh, I think that's iconic for all the wrong reasons. It's just...
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know he was trying to make fun of Eurovision in a very French comedic way, but it just didn't translate to me. It wasn't funny enough to be funny, and it wasn't serious enough to be serious. I don't know, it was just, no, I didn't connect with that performance at all.
Side note, was that the song which the France public absolutely hated and were effectively like rioting and protesting to get changed? Was it that song?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
the one with the lady who's
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk about an own goal, and I have to talk about Amaury from 2011 with Sonyu. Now that was like a big favourite to win that year. He walked onto the Eurovision stage, and I have to say I loved the song, loved the studio version of the song. He walked onto the stage, he didn't feel it, he was out of tune. The performance was totally underwhelming. That was a big missed opportunity for France for me. And I'm going to go to 99 for Naya, which I think was... Oh, I'm sorry, France. What did you do that year? She was like a Celine Dion wannabe with this boring, dull song. One of the worst French entries, in my opinion. And I don't know. So definite own goal for me from 99. Terrible waste of a year for France. But guys, you know, some great songs from Croatia and France. Some duds as well. Some that we didn't like. And some that did terribly at Eurovision. But guys, if you had to predict the winner of the World Cup based on their Eurovision history, choose your country, your favourite. Who are you going for, Elliot?
Scaling everything back, but again, purely because the songs I love of them, I love more than the opposing side. I'm going to have to go with France, and it's mainly purely because of, you know, Jessie and Madame Monsieur. I love them both so much, and I adored Mercy this year, so it's going to be France, I'm afraid.
Oh, you were a big Mercy. No one supported Mercy more than you.
No, I was a
Elliot.
huge Mercy fan. Don't care. I'll do this all year.
Clara, who's your winner?
I would have to go for Croatia because it's so mysterious. Their songs, the music, their tunes are so mysterious. It's so different from where I come from that I'm fascinated by the music. So it's Croatia for me.
Oh, so it's all down to me.
Yes.
So I'm going to surprise myself, and I'm actually going to go for France. Only because I think there's been some beautiful French ballads, and you guys know how much I love a ballad. So yeah, 2-1 to France. Sorry, Croatia, but based on Eurovision history, France is going to win the World Cup. We have no idea whether that's going to be the score. And equal support to France and Croatia. But guys, let us know what you think in the comments down there. 1, who do you want to win the World Cup this year? And 2, out of Croatia and France, who has the best Eurovision history? Don't forget to let us know in the comments. Subscribe to our channel. And also follow us on social media and chat to us there. But otherwise, guys, enjoy the rest of the World Cup. And we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.